Yeah. We're live, y'all. We're live, y'all. We are. I'm waiting for the first person to show up. Who's it going to be? Oh, Cohen Da Vinci. Here we go. You're the one. I don't have any drinks or coffee around me today. I am in a different location, but I'm here, y'all. I took my computer with me so I could see your comments. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Okay. Got more light. Bam, maximum light. I'm going to be sharp and to the point today. I'm going to keep it, around 30 minutes, 40 minutes maximum, I think. I'm not sure. It all depends. I love this behind me. I love this. I love this right there, this tree. I love the visual. I thought it would be a perfect spot to do what I need to do with you today and vibe and do what we do. So I'm nicely situated. I got my phone on, access. I'm here, I'm ready. So, everybody, Cohen Da Vinci, pow, you made it. It makes my life easier as well. I don't have to come up with everything. It's an interactive process system that we've got here. So regarding, I'm not plugged in, via an Ethernet cable, so I really don't know how the image is, if I have enough light, if there's any delay, technical difficulties. I'm not sure, so please let me know if anything is going wrong. But let's get to it. Pow! Let's get straight to it. Today, hobbies and what they can spark inside of us and in and around our lives. I don't know if you guys saw this little bits of chat that I had with you. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. It was black and white, and I was talking about how working out, because I was an athlete for years, and I got injured, then I stopped, and then sport became kind of like a hobby for me. But within sport, I learned about discipline. And discipline, really, we've talked about that many times. For the people that are not familiar with the familiar, I'm going to make it really short and concise. I believe that, like many people who came before me and talked about the subject, discipline is at the core of the success of a human being. Without discipline, there is nothing. So, a hobby. What can a hobby do for you? Everyone's got to eat, so everyone's got to have the job, the job. They know you got to have a job. It's life. It's a reality. But your job is not who you are. Just come like that. More comfortable with my legs. Your job is not who you are. So who are you? That's the question. Who are you truly? And oftentimes, it's a reality. When you love what you do, it is you too. It is an extension of who you are. And when you do what you do in that medium, the result of what you've created is you. It's an extension of who you are. So find happiness. Finding a hobby is kind of like finding happiness. It's discovering who and what you are capable of doing. Discovering you and what are you capable of doing. And making yourself happy, because a hobby makes you happy. It fills this void, because Obviously, if you start doing a hobby, it means that your spirit, your heart, your mind, your soul is telling you something. I want to do something for myself. I want to do something where I can escape in a healthy way. I want to express myself. A hobby will allow you to express yourself. Now, this hobby, who's at first not necessarily, oh, let me, I'm gonna, boom, the microphone checker. So, like this, you can hear me a little better. I took the mic with me so the experience could be a nice one, right? So, let's go back to what I was saying. A hobby will allow you to express yourself, to discover who you are. At first, you'll progress in a, it'll be slow, because I'm sure anybody, when you start something, you want to get better at what it is, whatever it is that you're starting. But it's okay. Take your time. It's a hobby. It's supposed to make you happy. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to make you feel good. You know what I mean? It's supposed to make you feel good. So don't put yourself under pressure. You heard? What I'm saying is that if you start a hobby, it's to make yourself happy. So whatever happens on the other side, the job, the job, it's one thing. But if you step into this hobby realm, it's to make yourself happy. It's to enjoy yourself and to discover who you are. Now, when you go into this hobby thing and you start to excel, and obviously, as human being, we love to share. You want to share what you're doing. Of course, at first you're a little insecure because you're not sure, or of, like, if you're even like good, but it doesn't matter. It's not about how good you are and how good you are. It's to make you okay. All right, all right. I know we've been interrupted, so I'm trying to move. I'm trying to move. Sorry. Okay. Good. Sorry. Okay. Good. I'm trying to move closer to the router so we don't get interrupted. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So, as I was saying, the hobby is to make you happy, make you smile, and escape to another dimension where time doesn't exist. And that's what happened. When you love what you do, you start to just disappear. You look at your watch, the clock on the wall, you're like, what? What? It felt like nothing, but the time just went. Whew. The time went by, and it felt so good. So, what you gonna do? You're gonna go back and go back and go back. You know? I give you an example now from experience, because I'm talking from experience. I'm not inventing anything. I'm talking about my journey. I'm sharing my tools and what they've done for me. I'm a singer songwriter, producer, DJ. I need a break for a long time, for many years. My hard drives are, there's always in each of my hard drives at certain times of my life, I wrote stories. I always do. It just has a way to make me escape. It's like watching a great movie. I sit down and I start writing. I start writing, and I, as I'm saying, I just, but it's just a hobby. I've been doing it for years and for years, and I love it. It just makes me happy. So I'm sitting on a lot of of stories through the years. Lots of stories. Stories for adults, stories for young kids, and they all have a common thread. It has, and Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies, and that is cyberpunk. Uh, it's called cyberpunk. Sorry for the connection. I wish I'm making sure I'm getting as close as possible to the router. Okay, cool. Okay. Mario Tellers, hi Fab. I absolutely love background photo and look awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So where was I? Yeah, like I love writing stories. And maybe one day when I handle the music is happening, boom, 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 everything is working really nice. I'm gonna meet more people. And then I might say, hey, you mind taking a look? That's nice like that. Sounds nice better like that, right? You mind taking a look? I got some stuff that I think are pretty cool. Like, why not? But through the years, I've been coming through those stories and making them better. The punctuation, getting to the point quicker. Because there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. And why did I pick up this subject as well of like hobbies? Is because this week I went back at it. It seems like every year or so, there's a part of the year where I go into total writing mode, like story mode, and then I usually come up with a title that inspires me, and then I write short stories. And then at first I make them short, but then as I expand, as I go through what I'm seeing in my head, it becomes longer and longer and longer and longer. So then it becomes, then I put more into what I'm creating. So then it's not maybe a short story, then it becomes more like a feature. But if I work and when I'll work with professionals, I might say, yeah, I want to make a short out of that because they know what they're doing. And then maybe I can make a feature out of that. So this week I came up with a concept of 6 stories. Of course, the majority of those stories take place in the future, on the horizon. Because I'm, like I said, I'm a songwriter, and songwriting, music go hand in hand, and it's a snapshot of what you're going through at the moment. That's nestled within the writing. Action equal reaction. So you're reacting. I'm reacting to my surroundings and what I see. And because everything that's been happening and I see the world is changing, you hear me say that quite often. The world is changing. I don't add anything to that because I don't want to go into that. But I'm observing things and I can see things happening and going into a certain direction. And that has inspired me to say, let me write something about this future that we're approaching. You know, why not? So hobbies, enjoy them. They could spark something inside of you. They help you escape, but also with my hobbies, because I have various hobbies, is whatever I start, I have to finish. It's important. That discipline is key. The attitude you have, because we there's very few things that we can control. Very few. See, just making sure this is not too important. Mhm. Uh, there's very few things that we can control, but our attitude is one. The words we speak is another. Uh, the efforts we put as well. Our attitude is everything. A good attitude will take you places. So you got to keep that that good is by making yourself happy. So a hobby could do that. A hobby could put you back in balance, make you feel good. And who knows where it can take you when you're ready to show what you've done. And there's so many places where you can, if there's something that you can't do, go to YouTube. When all fails, go to YouTube and you can learn anything. Anything. Now they have those master class, a way to make yourself happy. Do that. Do something that's going to affect your within, your inside. Because happiness doesn't come from the outside, it comes from within. But action, co-reaction, and it will affect your insides, and you'll find happiness within. And that will propulse you to places you never thought you could ascend to. You know? That's why I keep on talking about that. Happiness is the key. Without discovering happiness, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. No way. There's no way. No way. It's impossible. Impossible, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope I can spark, even if it's one person in the moment right now, because the people that are watching right now, they're here right now. Maybe they felt the spark, a little sparkle, you know, felt it. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I've always wanted to do it for myself, but if I've talked about it, maybe I should. And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes somebody else to nudge you a little bit, like go ahead, and bam, and you start something. So please, 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 month from now, that this conversations sparked you to start something else. Okay, here we go again. Here we go again. The connection is not good. The connection is not good. The connection is not good. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back from commercial. Very sorry. Like I told you, I'm not plugged in with the Ethernet cable, so the connection might not be good. But like I said, in 6 months from now, or a year from now, or one day maybe you might meet me in person and say, you know what, that conversation that you had with us, with the community, on Fab's Funday vlog on Sunday, April 2nd, 2021, you were in Amsterdam. Come back the week after, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to stay here too long. I just wanted to drop this in your buckets, this Sunday. Yeah, make yourself happy. Me, myself, and I, make yourself happy. By the way, May 1st was yesterday. May. I'm a Taurus, even though the Taurus start in April 20th, and goes to May 20th. But May is my month. May is my month. It's a rebirth. And you start to think about your life and everything's been happening. You look behind. That's why I thought this tree was perfect, because I feel like I identify a lot with nature, and especially with trees. They're planted, they're rooted. We talk about being balanced, rooted, grounded, and all those things I worked really hard to get to. So I'm going to make an analogy. I'm this tree. My roots are deeply rooted, nicely. I feel balanced. I've been working for years. But now I'm going to start to bear some fruits. Oh, yeah. I'm going to start to bear some fruits. And that's going to be the beginnings. And you guys can just pick them, take them, and taste them. It's going to be good, because the tree is me, and those fruits are the the hard work that I've been putting into what I do. So it might be music, it might be a story, it could be art, it could be anything. But get ready, y'all. We're gonna have a good time doing that. I'm super excited about the next chapter. It's taking time, but hey, every good thing takes time. The foundation of everything I've been building is very solid. In the next few weeks, there's going to be some more uh, news, press releases, and stuff like that. Because, we're going to take you more and more into what's happening, the details, the nitty gritty of what's cracking with Fab Morvan and everything else around. Right? So, yeah, listen, life is exciting. It can be. It's up to you. It really is up to you. You could go in circle and wallow in your own sadness and misery. And then if you wallow too long in that sadness and misery, you can go hang out with people that are sad and in misery. It ain't the way to go. And you know it. You know it deep in your heart. So don't stay there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't. Don't stay there. Venture. Find something that makes you happy. You could go and play tennis. Learn how to play tennis. Get yourself out. Vitality is also a very important part of that recovery when you're trying to find yourself, when you're trying to love yourself, when you try to treat yourself like your best friend. I'll say it again and again and again and again and again and again. Treating yourself like your best friend is the best thing you could ever do for yourself. Sometimes we don't do it for ourselves, we do it for others. So do it for yourself so you can be stronger for others. If that can be the motivation. You know what I'm saying? Just want to acknowledge everybody that came through here today. And I'm going to leave you with that today. That's my thought. Because this week I've been writing. And I've had a blast. I had to get away from music for a second because I'm a storyteller. When you're a songwriter, you're a storyteller. And I see a full of fun. Let me go and write this. Let me go and watch it. But what I'm doing is I'm watching it in my head and I just go boom, channel. I channel. That's what I do. And I'm having a blast. So I'm going to acknowledge everybody, like I said I would. And I'm going to say bye-bye and wishing you a wonderful week and do your thing and stay strong and find yourself. I love you more than you'll ever know, I said, because this dialogue has really helped me create more things that I would have never thought of because of it, for the stage as well, for dancing as well, as flexibility, mobility, the body, motor function. So yoga. You can go to YouTube, find a few positions, and you'll see like, oh my God, I'm stiff. Do it. Health is all. Health is everything. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Say you don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing.